prayers we have. 5-6 devotees can chant. Okay, Vedayi, Lakshay, Haley, Radhesh. Let's get started.
Jai go first, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Gaure Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha.
Thank you. Yes, Prakriti wants to say. Go ahead, Prakriti. And then Vedayi will go. Okay, Vedayi.
Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Śrīmati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarane.
Thank you. Who's next? Haley? Yeah.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo.
Very good. Yes, Radhesh.
Do I say Namah Pankaja Nabhaya? Do I say that one?
Anything which has not yet been covered from the list of prayers? Yeah.
Namah Pankaja Nabhaya, Namah Pankaja Maline, Namah Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankajangriye.
Very good. What else? Who else wants to say which has something which has not yet been covered? Who knows the Ekashloki? Vinita, did you learn that? Not yet. Navya, go ahead. Ado.
Ado Ram Tapovana Adi Gamanam Khatva Mrigam Kanchanam Vadehi Haranam Chetayu Maranam Sugriv Sambhashanam Samudra wait Bali
Who will help Navya? Akshay?
Bali Nigrahanam Samudra Taranam Lanka Puri Dahanam.
Okay, last line. Paschad.
Paschat Ravan Kumbkaran
Hananam.
Hananam Ekta Adi Ramayanam.
Very good. Who has learned the new verse which we studied last time?
Prabhuji, I have learned it.
Okay, good. Anyone else has learned?
I learned it halfway, still have the last
halfway.
line.
Okay. Okay, Haley has also learned. Let's hear from Kṛṣṇa and Haley.
Prabhuji, I have also learned.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Prakriti. Kṛṣṇa, you go ahead first.
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Tejase Avir Bhava Vajranaka Vajradamsta Karma Sayam Randaya Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhulishta Om Shraum.
Very good. Good job. Nourishing Chaturdashi is coming. Lord Nourishing they will be very happy if we learn this verse. So those who haven't learned, please try to learn. Yes, Haley?
Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Tejase Avir Bhava Vajranaka Vajradamstra Karma Sayan Randaye Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyishta Om Shram.
Abhayam. It's twice. Abhayam. Very good. And just a few things to emphasize here. So it's avir bhava. Okay, not bhava, it's avir bhava. Okay. Who can tell me the paraphrase translation? That means what this verse means in their own language. Yes, Vedi?
I offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Nrsimhadev, and I pray that he remove my fear of this material existence and anything to do with this material world.
Very good. You said the first line and the last line. So we are looking for the middle two lines as well. Who would help, Lakshay?
I know one of the lines, which is he helps his devotees and kills the demons using his nails, which are like Indra's thunderbolt.
Vajranakha means Indra's thunderbolt like nails. Vajra damshtra. Who knows the meaning of damshtra? Yes, Vinita?
Teeth.
Teeth. His teeth are also like thunderbolt. Avir bhava. What does that mean? Avir bhava. Who knows? Avirbhav. Okay, write this verse in Sanskrit. It
Come
means
on this earth.
come on this earth. Yes, appear. Kṛṣṇa appears. Nrsimhadev appears. So may you appear not only in this earth but also in my heart and remove all the elephantine-like vices. And tejasate, namaste. What's that meaning? Yes, Vinita?
I think it was like he is the power in the powerful.
Yes, tejas means power or strength. So he's the power in the powerful. Can anyone tell any shloka from Bhagavad Gita which also talks about this point, that he is the power of the powerful, strength of the strong? Lakshay?
Canto 3, chapter 18, text 6, I think.
What's that verse? Is you're in the Bhagavatam. I was checking for Bhagavad Gita, but I want to hear what you have on mind.
I just saw it, but I didn't like memorize the verse.
Okay. Okay, Mishti, you want to say? This is a hint. This is in the list of your 50 important verses. Okay.
And Prabhuji, is it on 7th chapter, 11th verse?
7:11.
Yeah, Balam Balavatam Chaham.
Okay. Yeah, that's also a good one.
Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Haribol, Ishan. Mahima Sahas, for those who joined a little late, my respectful obeisance to you. 7-Eleven, yes. How many of you have been to 7-Eleven? Right? You all have been, right? Some point or passed through. Anytime I pass through 7-Eleven, I try to sing this verse. Isn't it a good way to remember Bhagavad Gita? Your parents are getting gas or anything, or passing by, you see 7-Eleven, you can chant this verse. Misty will tell what that verse is.
Yes, Prabhuji. Balam Balavatam Chaham Kamaraga Vivarjitam Dharma Viruta Bhuteshu Kamosmi Bharatrishabha.
Who know the translation in your language?
Yes, Prabhuji. So it's Krishna saying like he's the strength of the strong, devoid of passion and desire, and he also says he sex life which is not contrary to religious principles, and he says this to Arjuna.
Very good. That list, this is not in the 50 verses, but it's an important verse. And now anytime you pass 7-Eleven, you see, you can chant this verse, right? Then you won't forget. But the verse I was referring to in this, the list of 50 verses is 1041. Yad yad vibhuti matsatvam Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam eva va tattadeva vagachatvam mama tejo amsa sambhavam. Again, there the word teja is coming. Namaste tejase. So all that opulent, beautiful, glorious creations are spark of my splendor. So anything we see, whether it's a strength of the strong, intelligence of the intelligent, knowledge of the knowledgeable, beauty of the beautiful, right? Wealth of the wealthy, it's all coming from the source, and that is Krishna. So Namaste Tejase we discuss. Namaste Tejase. We discuss Avirbhav, Vajradakha, Vajradamshra, Karma Ashriyan Randhya Randhya. Who will tell the meaning? Karma Ashriyan Randhya Randhya. Anyone knows? We discussed this last time, right? Yes. Vedi, want to try?
Something about desires?
Yes, karma, the fruit of desires, karma shriyan, bad desires. We want to destroy them, right? We sometimes get bad desires, bad thoughts, right? Anyone gets those? Which are not good for us? We get those, right? Desire, anger, greed, frustration, or to get something, see something someone else has and we feel I should also have that. Things like that, they're not healthy, right? So we know they're not healthy, still we get it, correct? But if we pray to Lord Nrsimhadev, he will help us. Tamo grasa grasa. Who knows the meaning? Tamo, everyone knows tamo meaning? Tamo guna? Navya? Sahas?
It's like it's the mode of ignorance.
Mode of the ignorance, and we want to destroy that. Tamo grasa grasa. Krishna, help me overcome the mode of ignorance. And then Om Swaha, Abhayam Abhayam, Atmani. May you give fearlessness. Abhaya means fearlessness. So I think this is a very nice verse. You all can learn. Almost some of you have learned. Some of you can learn in the next couple of days we have. Did I ask you to do anything else besides this? No? That was it? Okay. Where were we?
Excuse me, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Can I say the second verse of Bhagavad Gita?
Sure, please tell.
Kalpanya dosu pataha sambhava prachami tavam dharma samudhachita yakcharye sayam nishitam bruhi tanme se asate ham sadhi mam हम सधी मम tam prapanam.
Very good, Prakriti. Very good.
And
Thank
the
you.
translation is, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure, clarity, and because of miserly weakness in this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and discipline and a soul submitted unto you. Please instruct me.
Thank you. Very nice. Good job. Thank you for memorizing these verses. Now we'll move on to the next part of our discussion. We are discussing chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita, right? But just a quick check before it. How are we doing with this? See, this is something, no one should be stressed about. Number one, whether you completed this month, whether you completed next month, or whether you don't complete it. I'll not be upset about you, or whether you complete it in 10 months. Okay, that's rule number one. This is for your own self. Okay, but this is my duty to support you and help you to kind of. So Vedahi Avni, so first Vedahi Avni and others, they can have their updated new whatever time. It's like you decide for yourself with without making it a stressful thing, whatever should be your new updated goal. Okay, Vinita, Raina, Mahima, are you targeting this month or what's your plan?
I think I'm gonna go for next month.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, please update this. I'll put here updated goal. Okay, so it's you have to put your own goal. Lakshay, what about you?
I'm thinking like
Next month?
June something, like
Okay,
June second
sure.
week or fourth week.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Sahas, I think you also can go for next month, right? Prapti and Haley, did you update this?
Yeah, we changed it from like this month to June.
Oh, actually, there is already updated goal. Sorry, I didn't see that. So we can delete this thing. So we already have updated goal. Good. Some of you have already updated this. This is nice. Prapti, Haley, Ria is not present. Radhesh, Om, Vyom. You can also put your goal, okay? Ishan, you're on track for this month or what is your plan? Where did Ishan go? I can't see him. Ishan, are you on track for this month?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, good. Moksha Mataji, Natasha Mataji, Mishti is on track. Navya is on track. 5 verses, okay. Rama, Kṛṣṇa, you can also fill this for yourself, okay? And ethereal also. Ethereal, you are just 1 verse, 4 verses short. Is that correct?
Yeah, but some of them they're yellow, so some of them I need to practice.
Okay, that's fine. Good. Kṛṣṇa, Rama, you can also. You want to participate in this?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, you're not excited. You don't have to participate for me. You should be enthusiastic.
Prabhuji, I said okay. Yeah, we can participate.
Okay, good. Then you'll get a certificate. Okay, today we'll talk about balance. Okay, and remember, I have also sent out a form, so please fill that as well. Okay, I've sent out a form in that group, so you can fill it when you get a chance with your parents. Who will speak this verse? Anyone wants to speak? Shreya, you want to try? And Ashwiya will do the translation. Shreya, you want to try? Yuktahara Viharasya.
Prabhuji, I know. Can I try?
Is your name Shreya? Shreya, do you want to try? Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh,
You want to try?
I haven't gotten that far, so I was.
No, you have to read. You have to just read this.
I know, but I don't think I can do it.
Okay. Okay, Sahas, you speak the the Sanskrit, and Shreya can do the English. Okay.
Yuktahara viharasya yuktashetasya karumasu yukta swabhava sa yukta bhavati dukkha.
Very good. Kṛṣṇa, you want to try?
Okay. Yuktahara viharasya yuktachestasya karmashu yuktasvapnava buddhasya yoga bhavati dukkha.
Good. So in the middle chapter of this chapter 6 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is talking about balance. Okay. Yes, Shreya can read the English.
He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, reading, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system.
Very good. So regulation in all these habits, eating, sleeping, etc., will lead to regulation, will lead to advancement. Because if the body is not stable, then how can we expect the mind to be stable, right? Let's talk about regulation in eating. How can we regulate our eating? We'll make some notes also as we're all discussing this.
To eat small quantity.
Okay, to eat small quantity. Small quantity of what? Eggs, meat, fish, chicken?
Food.
What? Yes, Maima?
We can write down the foods we eat, and then after at the end of the day, you can look through it and then see like what are the things that are not healthy and that you can take out.
Mm-hmm. And what is that? We discussed last time, right? We discussed the 3 categories. That eating Krishna conscious prasadam is the best. It's not just vegetarianism, it's about spiritual food. Correct? Right? So we discussed that point. Anyone has any question there? We say honor Krishna prasadam, right? That's the best form of eating. And in prasadam also we should regulate it. It's not that we'll eat anytime we want, we will eat outside stuff. We should slowly kind of, curtail those tendencies. What about sleeping? How can we regulate our sleeping? The rule is you have to raise your hand and then I'll pick one, okay? If you want to say that answer, you can raise your hand and then I'll say yes, Raina.
Don't sleep too much and don't sleep too little. Get like 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night.
Okay. Very good. Not oversleeping and not undersleeping. There's a famous proverb. If you sleep too much, then you get lazy. If you sleep too little, then you get crazy. So for kids, especially as the body is growing, they may need a little more sleep. Like the newborn babies, you know how much they sleep? Who knows? Like a 2-month-old baby or a 5-month-old baby, how much they sleep? Who knows? Misty?
Like 16 hours?
Yeah, 15, 16 hours, right? How about a 2-year-old? Yes, Kṛṣṇa.
I think 16 or 17 because it's more younger.
2-year-old sleep 16, 17? I don't think so.
Because it's more younger than the No, because I think it's like a 14 or 15 or something like that in between.
Okay, yes, Mahima?
I think somewhere around like 10 hours.
Yeah, I think that's quite close, 10, 11 hours. So my point is that in the very beginning stages, they sleep 15, 16 hours. But Atharv also said 10, 11 hours. So as the child grows, for growth, sleep is required. But after that, it slowly kind of reduces. A 2-year will need more sleep than a 8-year-old. A 14-year-old would need less sleep than a 8-year-old, and things like that. So some of you are 7 years, some of you are 12 years, some of you are 14 years. So you decide, the right level, and it should certainly be somewhere around 7, 8-ish. Yeah, if it's really more than that, more than 8, discuss with your parents. I'm not deciding that mark for you. You should discuss that with your parents and find the right thing. But oversleeping, and even if one wants to sleep, one should go with the cycle of nature. For example, if you want to sleep 7, 8 hours, then you can sleep at, let's say, 9 a.m. and then get up at 5 a.m. or 9:30 to 5:30. Then you are with the cycle of nature. That's what I meant. Rather than sleeping at 1 a.m. in the midnight or 12 and then getting up at 8 a.m., that's not healthy. You agree with that? Raise your hand if you agree with that. By Krishna's mercy, I never, even in my college or masters and studies, I always slept before 10 p.m. till date. There are hardly any days in my life where I was awake, beyond that 10, 11 p.m. mark. So try. This is all by practice, right? It's not easy. Yes, Mahima, you want to say something?
I had a question. So,
Yes.
just out of curiosity, if we're not supposed to undersleep, then why did Prabhupada only sleep for like 2 hours every day?
Very good question. Who will answer that? Let's see. What are your thoughts? Raina and then Krishna.
Because he chanted for the rest of his sleeping time, correct?
Okay. That's correct in one way. Yes, Krishna?
That's because he had an important job, because most people could not read Sanskrit Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. So he had to translate it, and that's why he only slept for 2 hours. And he gave recordings to his devotee, to his disciples, so they can do the shloka thing.
Okay. Anyone else wants to say on this point? Why Prabhupada? Yes, Mishti?
It's because he didn't need that much sleep because Krishna always helped him, and he was very eager to do like Krishna consciousness and spread it to everybody. So I think Krishna helped him, and so he didn't really need that much sleep.
Good. All the answers are correct. Who are we? Are we the body or the soul?
So
We are the spirit soul, right? The sleep is for the soul or for the body? Raise your hand if you think it's for the body, right? You all agree it's for the body.
Body and soul both.
Okay. Raise your hand if you think it's for the soul. Krishna thinks it's for the soul. Why is it for the soul, Krishna? Tell me. Ethereal?
I think it's for the body and the soul.
Okay. Ethereal, you want to say something?
I think it's for both because the soul, if you do it for if
if you like you use the soul for like yeah, I think it's for both.
Okay. How much polar bear sleeps? Anyone knows? Polar bear, you have heard polar bear? Yes, Vidhi?
Isn't it about maybe 6 hours?
Months?
A month? Oh.
And they sleep for a very long time, like Kumbhakarna, right? Therefore, it is said that if we sleep too much, then we'll get a body of a polar bear. Keep sleeping, like Kumbhakarna. You know the Kumbhakarna, right, in Ramayana? So the point is that there are different creatures which have different sleep patterns based on the body. So the sleep is for the body. Now you may say, if we are not the body, then why do we need sleep? Because we are in this body. But the great souls like Srila Prabhupada and our 6 Goswamis, they used to hardly sleep. Haridas Thakur chanting 192 rounds every day. That takes more than 22 hours actually, right? 16 rounds takes about 2 hours, right? So what's 192 divided by 16? Okay, a math problem. If 16 rounds takes 2 hours, how much time will 192 rounds take to chant? Let's see who all can do that. Do that math problem and send a direct message to me. Let's see who all send it rightly. If 16 rounds take 2 hours to chant, how much time 192 rounds will take? Don't use calculator, use your brain. I'll give you some time to solve this. Keep sending your answers. 16 rounds take 2 hours to chant. How much time will 192 rounds take to chant? And send a direct message, okay? Not everybody message, you have to send a direct message. I'm getting some responses. Raise your hand if you have done. Athar is guessing. I think I should start taking math classes rather than Bhagavad Gita classes. Who all like math? You all don't like math. I used to love math actually.
I like history more.
I like history. I think Rama likes math.
I like second favorite subject is math.
Okay, I got multiple answers. I will not say what all you have replied, but half of you have replied wrong. 12, 13, 16, 5 hours, 50 minutes, 184 hours, 92 hours, 12 hours. The correct answer is 24 hours, right? If 16 rounds take, who will help this? Who will do in the whiteboard? I'll do on your behalf. Okay. Who will? Yes, Mahima.
What do I do?
I'll type for you. How will you solve this
Okay.
problem?
So what I did is you said so 16 times 10, I know that's 160. And so 192 minus 160 is 32. And I know that 16 times 2 is 32. So 10 plus 2 would be 12. And you said if it takes 2 hours to complete 16 rounds, so since 192 divided by 16 is 12, you would do 2 times 12 and you would get 24.
Wow. That sounds like a complex method, I guess. Who all felt it's a complex method? Anyone will say an easy method to solve this problem? Avani?
So what I did was, so if 16 rounds equals 2 hours, 192 rounds equals X. So I did 16 over 2 equals 192 over x, and that would be 16x equals 384. Divide that by 16 and you get 24 hours.
Okay, that's also fine. Anyone will say more easy method? Yes, ask.
So what I did is that since I know that 64 times 3 equals 192, and 16 times 4 equals 64, you can just multiply the 4 and 3, which will get you 12. 12 is 192 divided by 16. And then you multiply 12 by 2, you get 24.
Okay. I mean, I was not raised up in US, so I don't know the math here. But my simple math is, if 2 rounds, you chant 16 rounds. In 1 hour, how many you'll chant? 16 divided by 2, right?
8.
That's 8 rounds. Correct? So now how much time?
192 divided by 8.
Right? How much time will it take to chant 192 rounds? Is 192 divided by 8 hours. Right? Isn't that straightforward? This is called unitary method, right? That's what they say in US? Unitary method? Have you heard of it? Huh?
Can you repeat that?
Did you all understand this? No? Okay. I'll give you more math problem. If Brahmaji's one day has 71, has 14 manvantaras, okay? Fourteen manus in one day of Brahma. How many? Or let me put it this way. Actually, the thing is you're all of different ages and it'll confuse whether to share these things or not. Now, this is called the basic unitary method. Anyways, are kind of little diverting from the point, but the point is 24 hours he was chanting. Where will he get time to rest? We're talking about sleeping here, right? So basically, the great souls, they're absorbed in chanting that they're above the bodily platform, like Prabhupada, like Haridas Thakur, like the Goswamis, etc. So does that mean that we have to artificially imitate that? No, we don't have to imitate them. Otherwise, we can imitate for one day and then next day we will fall sick. Okay? We don't want to do that, right? We want to do continuous bhakti. So we have to follow the right examples and regulate it. Eating, sleeping, recreation, etc. Okay, that's the point. Any other thoughts, comments in this? So eating prasadam, we discussed regulating sleeping, having proper schedule. We have already discussed about the 4 quadrants of time. You're all familiar with that, the 4 time management quadrants. Okay, for those who joined, maybe after that, the recordings are available. You can go through those. And then Kṛṣṇa will help. So basically, when we regulate, all the things will go smoothly. Balancing is the key. Now let's talk about text number 26. So we'll move on to the next verse, which again, we're talking about the mind control. So regulating the body will help in regulating the mind as well. Because can you imagine a person who is totally unregulated have a very controlled mind? Right? It's impossible. whose habits are not controlled, whose eating, sleeping, recreation is not controlled, who does things by his own, whims and fantasy, that person, cannot be a man of or a woman of steady intelligence. So therefore, all these things go hand in hand. Shanai Shanir Uparamit Buddhaya Dhriti Grihitaya Atma Samstham Mana Kritva Na Kinchid Api Chintayet. Yes, Ashvya, you got such a nice background. I need to learn from you. Want to read?
Gradually, step by step, one should become situated in a trance by means of intelligence, sustained by full conviction, and thus the mind should be fixed on self alone and should think of nothing else.
Very good. Who remembers the 5S we discussed? Anyone remembers the 5S we discussed at some point? Mahima remembers. She quickly referred to her notes, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
Sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain.
Yes. Can you elaborate? Who will elaborate a little bit for those who are not present? Yes, Raina?
Sort means to take away all the bad things, and keep only the good things. Set in order is to prioritize the step by step. If you have to brush your teeth, eat your food, and then do homework, you need to set in order which one you need to do first, second, and third. Shine is to polish your system. Standardize is to refine it and make it equal, and then sustain is to keep it going, not stop.
Very good. So in this section of Bhagavad Gita, thank you, Mahima and Raina, for sharing that. In this section, Kṛṣṇa is talking more about other yoga forms like Ashtanga Yoga. Ashta means 8. There are different rules and regulations. Yam, Niyam, Pranayam, regulation of senses, Niyam, rules and regulation, Asana. We do yoga classes also for those who want to join. You're more than welcome. We do that every alternate day and weekdays. So a few of you join. But those also help in regulation of mind, right? And for good body. In earlier days, these were the processes for self-realization. But nowadays, we don't do it as a process of self-realization. We do it as a process to help our body and mind. Okay. What is the process of self-realization in this day and age? Navya?
Chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Yes, very good. That is the simplest and the sublime process in this day and age. But then someone will say, then why do we need yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, etc.? Because we need to keep our body also healthy, right? We can't just eat anything and say, I'll chant Hare Krishna. We can't just have a lazy lifestyle and say, I'll chant Hare Krishna. We can't be callous in our work and say, I'll chant Hare Krishna. Because we have to be good examples, right? All of you are students. You have to study to the best of your abilities and get excellent grades and offer it to Krishna. You know what I read? I heard today that one of my teachers was giving a class today morning, and he put a very nice thing, which I would encourage all of you to do. Would you like to do this thing? Say yes. Yes. Okay. Whatever certifications, prizes, trophies, rewards you get for your studies, for your yoga, for your dance, for your drama, for your extracurriculars, debate and fancy dress, whatever you may be doing, whatever you get, you all get some certificate, some prize, some reward, or some recognition. what we should do? We should firstly try to do our best or give our 100% to get the best for the Lord, to get the best grades, our report cards, right? You all get report cards. We should offer it on the altar to Lord Kṛṣṇa, that Kṛṣṇa, this is for you. This is my gift for you. This is the fruits of my hard work for your pleasure, right? And we should try to get the best of the best, and then offer it to Kṛṣṇa. And then Kṛṣṇa will be very happy. Prapti, Haley, and Mishti, Ithiril, I can't see your, if you could turn your camera a little down so I can see better. Yeah. Yes, Vyom, you had a question. Vyom, you raised your hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I think we should give our rewards first to Krishna because basically we got it because of him. So if we don't really do that and give all the credit to ourselves, then it will be kind of cheating.
Absolutely. That's so true. So therefore, we should give our everything to Krishna and offer to the Lord because He is the strength of the strong. Namaste Tejasa Tejase, right? Whatever intelligence we have, where did it come from? From the Supreme Lord, isn't it? Now, someone will say, my mind wanders. Does it sound like familiar? My mind wanders. To whom this statement sounds like it happens to them? Okay, to half of you. Half of you are completely sense control, mind control. Okay, so there's a solution here in Bhagavad Gita. Text number 26. Let's read that. Yato yato nischalati manaschañchalam asthiram tatastato nishmetad atmani eva vasamnet. Yes, who will read? Who has not spoken anything? Om, please participate more. Yeah, you have to first unmute and then speak.
From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certify whether withdraw it and bring it back under the control of self.
Very good. How many of you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Raise your hand. Whether it's 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, whatever. How many of your mind goes in some other thought during the chanting? It goes, right? Whether homework or food or sleeping, or right? So, but here's a formula. Wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickery and unsteady, these are the qualities of the nature of the mind. It's flickering and unsteady. So what we have to do? Bring it back. Okay? Let's say the mind goes on breakfast. What will I eat for breakfast? What my mom must be cooking? Oh, I'll eat pancake. Oh, I'll eat paratha. I'll eat this. We're chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, paratha, paratha, paratha. Pancake, pancake, pancake. Right? The mind goes like that. It goes, or it does happen with me only? Happens with you sometimes? It happens. So what we have to do, the formula is simple. It's simple, but not that easy. We have to keep trying. Krishna is mentioning here, we have to try. It's not easy. You have to bring it back. Sometimes the mind will see negative in others. Oh, this person is bad. He or she did this to me. You have to bring it back to the right thoughts. Otherwise, the mind, if we don't control our mind, then the mind will control us, right? So we have to keep bringing it back over and over again. Now, Arjuna says a very big statement that, oh my Lord, he says in text number 35, which some of you may be knowing, text 35 of Bhagavad Gita, 34 actually. Who knows this verse? Anyone knows this verse? Yes, Avani?
Should I recite it?
Yeah, please.
Sanchalam himana Krishna paramati bhagavatam tasyaham nigarhanye vayur ivasu duskaram.
Very good. Let's read the translation. Lakshay.
Yes, Prabhuji. The mind is restless, turbulent, obstinate, and very strong. O Krishna, and to subdue it, I think, is more difficult than controlling the wind.
Very good. Do we all feel it? Arjuna, a great archer who was so powerful, the world's best archer, is saying, I can control the wind, but I can't control the mind. It's so turbulent, right? We don't want to think of something, but still we end up thinking like that, right? So, do you want to know what Krishna said in response? And then we'll pause for today after hearing Krishna's response. It comes in the next sloka. Who knows this one? Anyone knows this one? Śrī-Bhagavānuvaca Sanchayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam Abhyasena Tu Kaunteya Vairagyena Chagriyate. Arman Singh, you want to read?
Okay. Wait, never mind.
Yeah, Lord Krishna said this here.
I can't read Hindi.
Wait, you don't look like a teacher. You look like a teacher says.
My background, just 1 minute.
Okay. Ishan?
Prabhuji, do you want me to read it?
Sure.
Lord Krishna said, O mighty armed son of Kunti, it is undoubtedly very difficult to curb the restless mind, but it is possible by suitable practice and by detachment.
Very good. Thank you. The two words are here. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Abhyasa. Write this word. Who knows the meaning of abhyasa? Is practice. Practice. Practice makes one perfect. Okay. And vairagya. Vairagya means detachment from the wrong. If mind is going from wrong towards wrong thing, we have to stop our association there, right? To wrong things. So abhyasa and vairagya. Raga means attachment. Okay. Vairagya means opposite of attachment. That means detachment. So firstly, Krishna is agreeing, yes. Asanshayam. Sanshaya means doubt. Sanshaya means doubt. Asanshaya means no doubt. Krishna is telling Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Uvacha means to speak. Dhritarashtra Uvacha, Bhagavan Uvacha, Sanjaya Uvacha, right? Uvacha means to speak. Sanshaya means doubt. Asanshaya means no doubt. Mahabahu. Bahu means hands. Mahabahu. Maha means, who knows Maha here? Mishti?
Strong.
Strong, mighty. Mahabahu. Mahaprasad, right? You know the Mahaprasad? Oh, mighty. Mahadev, right? This word is used as an adjective in many things. Maharathi, Mahadev, Mahaprasad, Mahabahu. It's very, very difficult to overcome. But with two things, Abhyas and Vairagya, it is possible. So we have to keep practicing, keep practicing, keep practicing. Anything. We don't have to give it up. Okay. Initially, there was no. Can anyone would like to share a story of something, some skill you were trying to learn, whether it's cycling or whether it's learning anything in life, and you kind of had some difficult moments, and then you kept practicing under the guidance of a teacher, parent, and then you learned that. Who all have a story? Actually, everyone should have some story, because I'm sure you learned cycling, swimming, so many things in life you learned, right? Who wants to share? Okay, Shreya will share. We'll hear from Shreya.
I'd always have trouble in dance classes because like I never remember the dance well, or like I mess up a step or two. But then over time I start to mature and I remember everything. I just get the dances like right.
That's awesome. That's a great story. And I'm sure you all have stories. So why don't we write that as a homework? So discuss these verses, and in the spirit of these verses, write from your experiences how this practice and detachment helped you to overcome challenges. In the life of a devotee, there is no failure. There is success or lesson. Okay, we never say failure. We say even if we fall down while cycling, if we stop learning, that's failure. If we stop our efforts, that's failure. But when we keep trying, there is always a lesson. It's a learning curve. Failure is a stepping stone. We're one step closer to success. So write that in the spirit of the verses discussed. You can refer some points from the verses discussed. Read those verses 6.34, 35, 17, 26. We discussed 17, 26, 34, and 35. Okay, so in those spirit of those, write some examples from your journey where you applied these. You can also read the purports. Okay, and Narshing Chaturdashi is coming, so you can memorize the Narshing Chaturdashi verse as well. And for those who have done the 5.8.18, correct? Raise your hand if you have done that. Mishti, you want to say that again?
Okay, Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya Namaste Avir Bhava Vajranakha Vajradamshra Randhaya Karma Sayan Tamo Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Atmani Bhuyishta Om Shram.
Very good.
Prabhuji, can you please repeat the homework?
Who will repeat the homework for him? Can repeat the homework as it is. Vinita?
We had to write about an experience of ours, and then we had to read the verses.
Okay, that's like partial. Experience about what and which verses? Who will elaborate? Vinita, Vedi?
We have to read the shlokas 6.17, 6.26, 6.34, and mainly 6.34 and 35, and write our experiences based on those shlokas.
That how you used those skills, those practices which Krishna is telling in your life, or some past experiences, like Shreya shared a story. So, and remember, if you write wonderfully, then we'll publish those on the website with your name. Okay. Okay, 5.18.8. Those who haven't learned it, you have to learn it. Okay, the recording is already there. Okay, don't forget to fill the form. Some of you have filled it. And for those who have learned the 5.18.8, then you can go to the next verse. That's also a very, very beautiful prayer for the whole world. Okay. So do you see my screen? 5.18.9. Okay, I'll share how we have to recite it. Swasti astu vishwasya khala prasiditam dhyayantu bhutani shivam mitho dhiya manascha bhadram bhajatad adhokshaje aveshyatam no matir api ahetuki. So you can read this. For those who have learned the 8th verse, can move on to the 9th verse. Very, very beautiful prayer for the whole world, especially in this time. Prayers are very important. For those who haven't learned the 8th, I would encourage learn the 8th, and those who have done 8th, you can do the 9th also. Okay. Any questions, comments, additions? Okay. And fill the form seriously and take your time to fill it. Okay. I really value the feedback. I take it seriously. So don't just fill it as a ritual. Take some thought and fill it. The more details you provide, the better it will be for me to serve you in a better way. Okay. So don't just fill for the sake of filling. Okay. Fill it as if it's important thing. Okay. Anything else before we stop? Okay, then wonderful. So you all have a wonderful Krishna conscious night, and some of you are coming for the japa calls, which is wonderful. Some of you are not able to join, I guess, but I can only request and encourage. Please try. It happens at 6:30 p.m. 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Half of you are in that time zone. So if you could try to come, it will be wonderful to see all of you every day, not just on Sundays. Sunday is one of my best days because I see all of you. But if I see you all daily, then every day will be my best day actually, because I'll get chance to see all of you every day. So please try if whenever possible, so we can all chant together, because as Navya shared that the yoga dharma, this process of self-realization to control the mind, to control the senses, everything is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, everything okay then? Any last closing comments? Anyone questions? Anything?
Prabhuji,
Yes.
actually, section notes during.
Sorry, I missed that actually.
This class is wonderful. I always learn new from this class.
Oh, thank you. I also learned so many new things from you. All of you make it wonderful, right? What this class would have been without all of you? Nothing, right? All of you make it wonderful. So your presence makes it wonderful. So I'm so grateful to all of you for coming and participating enthusiastically and sharing your wonderful thoughts. And you're so wise, and I can't express how grateful I am to all of you. So I also learned so many things from all of you. Thank you. Okay, so we'll pause here so you can balance your sleeping and take good rest and get up on time. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.